So here's a piece. Hillary Clinton's new speech code. The former senator and Democratic presidential nominee says spreading what she calls disinformation should be a crime. A crime. And who determines what's disinformation? The left. Hillary Clinton, a Yale law grad and former presidential nominee who wants to make spreading disinformation a crime. Wow. A crime. Mrs. Clinton on Monday went on MSNBC with Rachel Maddow, the hothouse for false information about the Russia collusion narrative, to indict all and sundry she disagrees with. Quote, "It's important to indict the Russians, just as Robert Mueller indicted a lot of Russians who were engaged in direct election interference and boosting Trump back in 2016. Oh, that's why she lost, because the Russians boosted Trump. I don't even know if they did, but it's irrelevant. But I also think there are Americans who are engaged in this type of propaganda, and whether they should be civilly or even in some cases criminally charged is something that would be a better deterrence, because the Russians are unlikely, except in a very few cases, to ever stand trial in the United States." Wow. And as the writer puts it, Wall Street Journal, there's a novel legal concept. Because Russians can't be punished in the U.S., she wants Americans to be arrested for their political speech if they happen to utter arguments also uttered by Russians. Note that Mrs. Clinton is worried about speech she thinks helps Donald Trump. But would her speech standard also apply to the 51 former U.S. intelligence officials who claimed in 2020 that the Hunter Biden laptop story had all the classic earmarks of Russian information operation? They were spreading disinformation because the laptop and its contents were real and had belonged to Hunter. That's right. So would she arrest all these 51 former U.S. intelligence officials for their lie that the Hunter Biden laptop had all the features of Russian disinformation? Yep.